Hello and welcome back to LP's LP of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Last episode, we really got things started in our pursuit of assisting the Ritos. We got a little sidetracked, did a shrine, got a tower, killed an enemy, but now we're back on the path again and we are looking for Tulin, who we were told by Hearth is out here hunting. I don't know, that thing scared me. I thought it was a demon. And what are you? Are you out here looking for Tulin as well? Unbelievable, these huge things are raining down on us. What is happening up there in the skies? Oh, well, I expected to meet a Hylian here. What are you doing in the mountains in this weather? Don't you see how cold it's gotten? Our feathers keep out the worst of it, but I'm not sure how you can stand the blizzard. Oh, it's funny you mentioned that. You see, I've got these special earmuffs here. They've got wings on them. They grant me cold resistance. If you go up farther the slope, you'll see the Hebra South Summit Cave. My friends are there now, gathering provisions. There will be glowing mushrooms and fish to be had, which come in handy. Ah, so that's probably where Tulin is. And they have a bonfire that we should keep a lookout for, because yes, like we mentioned, Tulin is on a resource gathering mission. Obviously, as you can tell, which your senses, it's cold here, all right? Rito Village is over-encumbered by the elements, and we're about to over-encumber these keys and their bokoblin friend, Brian Bokoblin. You got the icicles in your back. You be frozen now. Grab these eyeballs real quick before I come free you from your icy prison. Anything interesting? Arrows, that's interesting, and some ice fruit as well. Presumably we destroyed one of the ice fruits. Pop goes the weasel. Y'all are frozen. What are you a blue one? You've got the big horns. Yeah, you are a blue one. You need to go away first so that you don't do anything drastic. A feathered edge. That reminds me of a cutting edge, or killing edge, I suppose, from Golden Sun from Fire Emblem. A double-edged Rito sword with a decayed blade. Swinging it produces a strong wind. Very cool. Jiminy Christmas! You just assaulted me and the grass. That's a lot. Yeah, you're burning yourself alive. Yeah, see, it wasn't a good idea, was it? We can't pick up the feathered edge. We don't have the space. It's a 6, right? Which is better, or at least as good as that boomerang. And I don't love boomerangs, really, because they don't actually come back to you if you hit anything with them. And like, what's the point in that? The whole idea of a boomerang is that it returns to you, but if it returns to you after you didn't do anything with it, well, I guess, frankly, I just don't see it. Presumably, I'm just missing something, and there is a good use for it, but at this point in time, I'd rather have the feathered edge, because at the very least, it's got a cool name. And I can appreciate that, right? Take these white chew jellies before they tumble on back down to Rito Village and make it even colder than it already is. Wooden stick wouldn't be bad either for fusing's sake. But we don't really have anything I want to get rid of. I suppose I could get rid of the spiky spear since we have a club and a spear. Let's get rid of the club. We've got plenty of other club-like materials. And we'll actually do some fusing with this stick. We'll drop it on the ground first. We got to make sure it's properly seasoned. We'll do some fusing with this stick right now. We have a host of powerful items to fuse on it. Let's use the construct horn. Since we have the most of that, let's put the horn back in our pocket. Drop it there, and then fuse it. Boom, that makes it a 12, so we're doing pretty good. It's like an axe, in a way. Now, this isn't a bonfire. We were told to look for one, weren't we? It is a fire, though. Can we ascend right here and save ourselves some time? I think we're still meant to go up that path, but if we can get another warp point right here, well, that'd be all too convenient, wouldn't it? And we are in the business of shrining about, you know what I'm saying? We have enough to get a prayer request granted. We have enough to give ourselves another heart container, as you can tell I so desperately need. But we're probably not going to do that today. If we come across a statue, we will. We know there's one back, obviously, in Lookout Landing, but we found one 2 days ago in Rito Village. If the quest sends us back to Rito Village, I think it would make sense to you that. So I'm just saying that out loud so that I don't forget. If you're new here, I forget a lot of things. I forget often. It's not because I want to. It's not for lack of trying. I just got, I guess a brain filled with useless things that pushes out things that might otherwise be useful. And it looks like, speaking of useful, we're going to find some use in our stamina-reproducing foods that we had recently made. We're about to die. We're about to slide off this cliff and fall back down into the abyss. But not today, all right? We are not wasting our effort. We are making up to the top of this so that we can at least illuminate this shrine. And I hope we don't have to eat another meal, because we don't have a whole lot of them, right? We still got, 4 left? But that's not an infinite supply of replenishing snacks. I'd very much like to use those sporadically, if at all possible. We might be able to get some reprieve here. No! I'm going to tempt fate. There we go. Yeah, we gained back a moderate amount. Barely any noticeable at all, but hey, it counts, right? I think we're at a good enough point where we can then jump. Oh, golly gee! Well, that was ill-advised, was it not? That was one of my worst ideas ever. Goodness me. Okay, this time, no jump. We walk. We don't tempt fate any more than we already have. Man, that was ill-advised, and we've made our way to Sahirow Shrine in the Hebra Mountains. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Very good, let me in. The last shrine we did yesterday, I believe, was wind-based, or maybe that was the one prior, but either which way, the last couple of shrines we've done have been pretty simple, pretty easy, and as a result, pretty quick as well. We'll see if that holds up in the Aid from Above Sahirow Shrine. Look at this, another freaking Mission Impossible. What happens if we touch it? Oh. It opens up that. So I guess it's fine that we touched it, really. Just as long as we touch it and go slow. Cool. Aid from above, though. They said aid from above. What's above? Nothing of any sort of consequence, really, but we'll have to keep that in mind because undoubtedly that's going to be a factor in our... Ooh. In our completion of this. So the ground is different. I have to believe that this right here is what will go away if we touch any of these lasers. We've got freaking walls with freaking lasers attached to their heads. And it's awful. Oh, God. And just float over. Very good. We didn't get the good noise for that, though. I wanted the dan-a-dan. How rude. My accomplishment feels hollow. And two ways we could go, left or right. This. Oh, but wait. I want to go back this way. Oh. Take me home, Daddy. Well, that's some chickadee chungus. We miss out on a chest. Hot dog. Is there any way we could get out of here? Yeah, maybe. But probably not. Okay, well, we will just accomplish this thing the way it wants us to, and then I will come back and get that chest. I'll do it off screen, though, since that's going to take up some time. This is... Oh! What am I doing? Hold on. Oh, I see. I actually do need to do that. Cool. Goodness gracious, my stress levels peaked. But all is well. It looks like we have completed the shrine, and again... relatively short amount of time. Making quick work of these. We're getting good, baby. We're getting all right. I should not, chicken my count before they egg hatch or something so quickly because goodness knows that, well, we're still very early on in the game. Things stand to get markedly more difficult, and that's, fine. I'll enjoy it while it's not too terribly difficult. And speaking of not too terribly difficult, it won't be too terribly difficult to go back and grab that chest. So I'm going to do that now. Oh, I see. You block the laser and it opens the door. That's sneaky. The whole theme of the shrine was laser's bad. But in this instance, laser's good. You can get a spicy elixir. Some nice, delicious tomato sauce. Okie dokie. Now that that's been achieved, where to now? I think we're coming up this path here. Bonfire. We were told to look out for him. That looks like a bonfire to me. Bonnie and Clyde fire. Looks particularly large and inviting either which way, so we'll have to investigate it. There's Rito here. Hello, friend. The Hebra South Summit Cave. Yep, this is where we were looking for. Didn't think I'd be seeing anyone else in these mountains anytime soon. What with the blizzard and all. I'm here because it's a good place to find food for my people. Why are you here? Well, I'm looking for Tulin.
Oh.
Looking for Tulin, huh? Fair enough. He's further in the cave with Jazane. They're scavenging for food. No, I'm not going to show you the way. I need to keep an eye on what we've amassed so far. Be on your guard. There's a creature in that cave that hops around on the walls. It probably won't bother you if you stay away from it. Good luck finding Tulin. Yeah, it's probably a bubble frog, and I will slaughter it wherever it lay. We can go several directions here. This direction requires the use of a fire fruit, though. We'll illuminate that, and while that burns, come up here and poke around real quick. Maybe this is like the way we need to go, so we will not delve too far in that direction until we've at least ventured forth into here. Which I guess doesn't have anything super crazy. We just got some animals we could harvest. Some poor helpless souls that we can uproot out of their present living situation and abduct them for later consumption. Doesn't sound terrible at all. Link's a good guy. Oh, it's fine. He needs them to save the world. Onward. Is there anything on the wall here? Briefly see, it looks like there might be because it's guarded with bramble, but nah, nothing there. Onward. Ooh. Okay, this is interesting. An updraft, but what is it keeping us away from? Hello. Goodness me. Whoa, kidoke. Okay, goodness gracious. We just broke through that. I don't necessarily want to jump down there just yet, because that looks like it'd be difficult to get out of. Let's double check the surrounding area first. Pick up the rock. Nope. I'm always certain, or not certain, I'm always curious that there's a Korok in them because of my experience in Breath of the Wild. But in Tears of the Kingdom, there's just so many more, right? And they're used for fusing, which is why there's so many, but still my Korok senses, they tingle. They tingle. Like this one, pick it up. There's nothing, of course not. But we do have luminous stones, so let's get out the heart. Hammer heart. Let's pop these babies open. Looks like there's a Horriblin up there. We've already noticed that no matter how Horriblin they look and how intimidating they are, they're not necessarily that tough. Hello, but look at, we one-hit it! Case in point right there, Jiminy Christmas. What were you guarding? Because I can't believe that this is the exit. Yeah, this is definitely an end. Oh, we could ascend even higher, though. There's all sorts of crap to do in this cave. Okay. I am going to go back to that drop-off point, because at the very least, we can use ascend to get back up. And this area, I think it wants us to light a fire and then go up there. And we'll do that. But that feels to me more like the direction that the game wants you to go to, to complete the thing. This feels more like a secret to me. Because how would we know to break the ice? Like, I did that on accident. Look at this. Yeah, this is a secret. I'm glad I came back just real quick. We got some flint, some opal, some mushrooms. Goodness gracious, it's all the best things in life. Look at that bright cat. Anything else? A chest would be very nice. Nope, no chest. That's fine. Ascend back to whence we came, and then we will continue on. Glad we came back, though. Definitely glad, because as we've already noticed, money goes fast. Money goes fast, especially when you're buying any amount of clothing, right? Like these ears I'm wearing were like 600 rupees. It's incredible. The cost is obscene. Inflation has taken root in Hyrule Kingdom as well. It's not immune. This is the same area? Yeah, it is the same area. Okay, briefly turned around for a moment. So we need a fire fruit to ignite this. And then we need a pine cone to make it all big and juicy. Where's my pine cone section at? I keep my pine cones in my special compartment. Man, we got 22 of them. Goodness me. Now that's a gust. Ooh, barely made it too. I was all turned around. More stones that presumably have nothing on them. Get it out of here. We don't want it. Take the mushroom though. And let's get a different weapon. They mentioned a creature. I'm assuming it's a bubble frog, but there might be other demons here, and I'd rather battle them with a one-handed weapon because it's quicker. Oh, hello. I know I just said I'd rather battle with a one-handed weapon, but wait, pick up? Oh, you can pick them up. Throw it. Get your friend. Goodness gracious. You can pick up the little babies and they explode when you throw them? How wonderful. Oh, this is amazing news. This is great. My day is made and I am exceptionally happy. Anything else for us or should we continue on? I think that's it. Interesting. I'm glad I noticed that. I was about to start swinging this thing and I saw that A button. Like, do you want to lift the child? You could not bash the child. You could lift the child. It'll still kill the child. What are we going to do with that boy? It's just like him to fly off on his own and leave all the food we collected behind. Oh, hello there. Well, I'll be. What is a Hylian doing all the way up here in such a fierce blizzard? I'm looking for Tulin, dude. You're here to talk to Tulin, eh? Well, you just missed him, unfortunately. Our task was to scavenge food in this area, but we saw a flock of monsters fly past outside the cave. The same ones that have been sighted around the village lately, in fact. I told the others that we should return right away to report them, but Tulin clearly wasn't listening at all. He said, I'm gonna follow them back to their nest, and flew off alone before I could protest. That way. After you leave the cave and head north, you can spot a lone cedar tree on Toronto Peak. That's where we saw the monsters. No doubt Tulin followed them there. I know he thinks he's unbeatable, but he really shouldn't be taking these chances. Very good. Lone cedar tree, north of the cave. Well, that was nice. We got some gems and stuff. I didn't see the bubble frog, though. I was warned that there was a creature here. Interesting. I must have missed a secret passage of sorts. And here I thought I was being thorough. Ooh, what is that? It's like a stone structure of some sort. So north. North is this way. Oh, hey, monsters are right here. There's no lone cedar tree, though, so we'll go up there so we can get a good vantage point. But first, we'll kill these guys where they stand. You, get in the fire. You there, look at me. I said, look at me. There we go. And you too. Oh, you took two? You got a soldier's bow. That's actually probably pretty solid. It's probably better than this thing. I think it's a 14. It is indeed a 14. Very good. And a chest for our troubles. Look at this, man. This is a very... Ooh, the swallow bow. This bow is a favorite among Rito warriors. The bowstring has been specifically engineered for aerial combat, which allows it to be drawn faster than a normal bow. But 8... Nah, I'm gonna leave it. I know we have one, the Lionel bow, on the verge of being destroyed. So maybe if that happens sometime soon, we can come back and grab that. But I'm sure we'll continue to get more. Get rid of these. Something that I don't want to fall into, that I'm guilty of falling into in many games, including Breath of the Wild, was like item paralysis, right? Like ooh, hold on. Strong construct bow? How strong are we talking? Let's drop this one real quick. Well, hot dog, 11. Yeah, there we go. Something I'm guilty of is holding on to my best items for later, always thinking like, oh, I gotta save this for a strong enemy. I gotta be prepared for when Satan himself rises from the earth. But then I never end up using it. And I spend my entire time using like the weaker weapons, and then before I know it, I've beaten the game. So I will always, at least most often, be using the stronger weapons. In fact, let's use a bomb flower right here on this poor boy's forehead. Oh, he looks ripe for it, does he not? If only I could find them in my sorted inventory. There we are. We've only got 4 of them, so let's make it count. Good morning, buddy. How do you feel? You can't be too well, can it? What sort of weapon would be ideal here? I guess one of the one-handed ones. Breaks quickly. We'll break it on this dude's hide. Well, first, get out of here. Get out of here. All right. I don't need you to do that. Oh my goodness gracious, that was mighty offensive. I need you to put that down. And then I'm gonna come over here and smack your friends. Nearly get killed. Wow, we're doing all sorts of dancing and music playing. He's got a stone axe, or a stone mallet. And he's got an arrow right in the face. There we go, bow broke though. Well, we could go back down and get the other one. Get rid of these guys. You are playing a lot of music, man, and I do appreciate it, right? Music is great, but you are just getting me off my jam with that ska music. Come here, look at me, look at me, look at me. Good night. Let's take all these. What do we get, too? I think I've killed one of them. Yeah, look at that. We get his horn, and it's huge. And we could take the rock hammer, but nah. Take the ice fruit. This thing is about to break, so maybe we should actually just get rid of it. Yeah, flux core pounder's badly beaten. Oh, and it broke. Look at that. Imagine that. So the rock hammer, the big rock hammer. Take the big one. Grab all these things here. Arrows, icicle club. Interesting. Very interesting. So what do we have here that would be sensible? So at the very least, we can equip the feathered edge and fuse that with something. Maybe we want to fuse it with his horn. Sort these all. Where does his horn sit? It's actually, there it is. Pretty high up here. Fuse power, I missed it. What is it, 10? See? Yeah, plus 10, so 16. That's pretty solid, and it looks like a straight-up sword. Like, that dude grew that out of his forehead. That's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. We're meant to go, we are going north. Cool, you need to perish. Sorry, dude. Thick stick. A thick stick. Everyone loves a thick stick. We'll take it with us. The thick stick, we have the thickness. And what is this? Is this a little icy baby? It is an icy baby. Don't touch the icy baby, though, because you're gonna freeze. We hit him with the rock hammer, though. Boom, and we get the precious stones lurking inside of their abdomen. Just as God intended. We'll use the Soldier Reaper for now. I really like how the Soldier Reaper looks. Got an updraft. Let's go. Up a lot, okay. Oh, this is the cedar tree. Wait, so did we destroy the encampment? Was that what it was? Or the cedar tree marked the encampment and they're up here? I guess it makes some sense to have your nest, your order of operations at the top of a peak like this, because then you can defend it better, right? You can see for further away. But there's nothing here. There's nothing here. The bloodthirsty boy had slaughtered them already. Goodness gracious, my man. Hello.
Stupid monster. Oh, Link, where did you come from?
What happened, man?
Well, you see, that rotten monster took my good bow.
What monster? Oh, God, that one.
That's the bow napper.
Look at those hands. There was like big human hands. There wasn't even claws on them.
I've got to get it back. Help me out, Link.
Sure.
Oh, really? Thanks. Did you know I can blow a strong gust of wind anywhere I feel like? Watch. Oh, God. I'll do it for you, too. That way you can glide over to where that monster went. Just tell me where to point the gust, and I'll make it for you.
Tulin's power of wind. When Tulin's aura is charged, he can create a stream of wind that blows straight forward. This can be used for bursts of speed while paragliding. Let's go. Oh, we get companions in this game? What? Okay, gust that way. Towards the demon! Very cool. Okay, yeah, and he's joining along with us. We're not necessarily close to this guy, but close enough, I think, to get a nice hit in. There we go. Oop, 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 I was not over land. Link plummets to the earth below. Ha! But no, it spawns us where we were headed, thank goodness. Oh yeah, we were definitely not in a secure spot.
Without you, my bow might have been lost for good.
Uh-oh. There's some more. I mean, it only took one hit to kill it, so I'm not too concerned. Are you? And you seem to have killed a bunch of them yourself, right? Because the whole area was vacant. You got a sword, though. Oh, he's got indigestion. Did you hear that squeal?
All right, they're not going to make a fool out of me twice. Let's get them together.
Sure, all right, you first. I said you first. When I say you first, I mean you gotta perish. I'll take your stuff, too. And maybe you then. There we go. You swinging the sword at me? You swinging the sword at me? No! Tulin, kill that one, please. Tulin, no? All right. Thank you, Tulin. Goodness gracious. That was vicious. It was right in his eyeball. I haven't seen an accurate bow like that since Legolas.
We did it. Hey, look. I think this might have been a hideout for those monsters.
What is that noise? It's like a major wind chime.
Was that the wind? It couldn't have been. There's no way. It must have been something else.
Hey, Tulin, Link.
Huh?
Who would it be? Is it your daddy?
Oh.
Maybe, I don't know. I can't tell. Nope, it's Hearth. What's up, dude? That was some impressive teamwork, you two.
Oh, you see that, Hearth? Talk about embarrassing. I didn't listen when Jazane tried to stop me. I thought I could handle it. But I just ended up losing my favorite bow to those stupid things. I thought I was fully fledged, but there's probably no way I could have gotten it back on my own.
I bet now you see why we're treating you like a small chick.
Yeah. You were right. It really is important to work as a flock. I think I finally got what Dad has been trying to tell me all this time.
Is that all there is to the story? It seems unlikely to let your bow be taken, Tulin.
Oh yeah, funny story about that. There was this whole thing with Princess Zelda. I spotted her getting you spotted her getting attacked by a monster. It was such a surprise that I dropped my guard and it stole my bow. But I guess she was fine because she zoomed up above that cloud.
What? Princess Zelda flew above the cloud? How can that be, man? Oh, seems like a stretch, but we're not gonna get to the bottom of it sitting around here. Tulin, Link came out here looking for Princess Zelda. You should go with him and investigate the cloud you two say the princess soared into.
Huh? But I thought I wasn't allowed.
Well, I got a report before coming here. We likely think that the blizzard is coming from inside that cloud after all. It's a big cloud. And apparently clouds create moisture, and with cold temperatures, the moisture can come as snow. I went to see for myself as soon as I can, but the strong winds make any approach from the sides impossible. The only way is through the top, but it's way high, dude. Higher than me. There's not a Rito alive capable of crossing the stormy sky and making it all the way up there. Well, except for one. I'm talking about you, Tulin. Only you have the skill and training to create gusts at will. Tulin will be the finest Rito warrior of all once he understands the value of working with his allies. You know who said that to me? Your old dad, Tabor.
Dad said that.
Yep, and I'll make sure he knows what you accomplished here today. Now it's time for you to go with Link to find Princess Zelda and whatever's causing the blizzard.
No problem. The two of us together have got this. Well, I saw Princess Zelda up on the Sky Islands near Hebra Peak. Let's check there first.
Link, Tulin, we're counting on you. Cool. So I think we already have a warp over there, right? Yesterday we were up the Falcon Bow. That's a 14. Take that. Take the Boko Horn. We were up on some Sky Islands where we fought a Flux Construct 1. And we did a shrine up there. Let's double check the map real quick. The adventure log. Tulin of Rito Village. It's just giving us the center of the storm. And that's not necessarily helpful. But if we look at the map in the Sky Islands, we can see we were over here. And they said above the Hebra Mountains. I guess this is kind of above it, right? But I don't... Yeah, that's all we have to go off of, right? At the very least, we can get here and fully explore it, right? Because I didn't look at this whole section. And then we can possibly then consider this area too. So one more consultation with the quest log says that go with Tulin to the Sky Islands above Hebra Peak. Let's Hebra Peak. Hebra Peak's right here. Okay. Wow, Hebra Peak is... The Sky Islands above Hebra Peak is in the cloud. Oh. Oh, I see. So there is actually... Okay. Never mind. Look at that. There's some Sky Islands right there. It is directly beneath the giant acorn. But we can get there. Tulin, can you use your powers? Oh, we can. We can use it in the wrong direction, unfortunately, but we still got here all the same. That's really neat. I wonder if that's like a temporary thing. Like we get the power of Tulin to overcome this, I don't know, this portion of the quest, this portion of the main game. And then presumably we'll get a different character to help with it, almost similar in a way to the abilities that the champions gave you in Breath of the Wild. Except you maintained those champion abilities. Oh, look at this, a chest. You maintained the champion abilities throughout the course of the entire game. So I'm not certain. It would just be kind of strange to have, Link plus 4 companions. Like, that's not really Zelda gamey at all to me. Zelda games have always been just Link running around, doing things, saving princesses, taking naps. Hey, Tulin. There you are, buddy. Where'd you come from? Let's send a gust that direction. Thank you, friend. Look at that. Very helpful. And the recharge time seems to be pretty quick as well. It's already darn near back up. Little unfortunate here. I thought that this would have been a walkable hill, but it would seem that Link can climb it. Even though it's snow, you'd think it'd be like getting displaced and falling down, creating avalanches below, killing the locals beneath us. Thankfully, that's not the case. But we can take a break here so we can maintain our stamina. Would it make sense for us to gust here? Let's just try it. Why not, right? Let's get as much practice with it as possible. Because I have to imagine, true to form for Zelda games, that maneuver is going to be exceptionally important with whatever, boss demon we end up fighting. Look at all this, then. Look at all this, then. In Breath of the Wild, there were the Blights, right? There were the Divine Beasts, each one, I guess, essentially being a dungeon, and then there were the Blights that were the bosses inside of them. I don't think that the Blights are returning. Clearly, the Divine Beasts are not a thing anymore because they have yet to be mentioned once. But we're gonna do something, and Tulin's gonna be important. So I need to get used to using our good old bird friend. Oh, come on. Almost got them all. Get out of here. You not gonna flame them at me today, buddy. Did I just hear Tulin get a headshot? And what's going on here? What's happening? You're gonna set me on fire. You're raising the balloon. You're trying to get out of here, Poopy, and that's not okay. No. No. There'll be no flame emission from you. You're very good at guarding, though, I must say. Tulin, a little help here. I'm getting poked. Thank you. Very good. Tulin, man. Oh, God, it's a party now. Who invited the bokoblins? I would never. This is crowded. All right, we don't have nearly enough charcuterie to feed all of you. Got an icicle club. It looks more like a spear than a club. I don't want the gust, I'm sorry. I just wanted that to go away more than anything. I'll take all this, though. Let's take a look at our inventory. So the club. Oh, it's a sword. It's the feathered edge plus an icicle. Yeah, that's not a club. That's a sword, all right? And then we have a thick stick here. Let's equip that and fuse it with something here. Sturdy wooden stick? Actually, let's drop this. This is a two-handed. Sturdy wooden's a one-handed, isn't it? It is. Very good. Now we can fuse that with something that's going to make it very good for us to assault our enemies with. Sturdy? I don't know if I want to use my precious Lionel things yet, but I can use a Lizalfos thing. Let's use the electric Lizalfos horn. Fuse that up. Did I do fuse? There we go. Fuse that with my sturdy stick, and we got an electric stick, electric sword. I'm gonna rock down to electric sword anew, and then I'll kill you more. Okay, or I'll get frozen. Let's not die. Okay, we're about to die. Let's take a quick little mushroom break here, man. Oh, God. We've come so far. I thought that this would, like, electrocute you. There you go. Goodness me. We killed this guy, and he wasn't even but, like, 20 feet away. All right. So now it's time to climb some mountains, presumably with the help of Tulin, as well as our delightful ascend capability. And then I guess we'll take to the skies. Of course, all of that is going to happen next time. So, thank you so very much for watching. I sincerely appreciate it and hope that you enjoyed yourself. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow.